Well, my friends, we've got about 2 weeks to go until the election, and the joy has left the building. Kamala Harris was out campaigning with Liz Cheney today, and these two joyful warriors, they look like they'd rather be anywhere else. Even the audience looks miserable. I've seen people more joyful when they're getting colonics, okay? We might have to start calling her Colonic Harris, and that's colonic with a K like the Kardashians. Kris Jenner, don't sue me. I can't afford the lawsuit. Now, Liz Cheney, she is hoping that most Americans have amnesia, they have short-term memories, and they don't remember what she said about Kamala Harris just a few years ago. Unfortunately for Liz Cheney, let's take a walk down memory lane. This is what she posted in 2020. Kamala Harris is a radical liberal who would raise taxes, take away guns and health insurance, and explode the size and power of the federal government. She also said this: the Democrats led by Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Bernie Sanders, Speaker Pelosi are attempting to drag America into the quicksand of socialism. We won't let them succeed. America will never be a socialist nation. But Liz Cheney, she has a book to promote. She doesn't have much political relevance at this point, so she has to sit there and eat her food, metaphorically speaking. Now, what's interesting is that Liz Cheney, Barack Obama, they're out there campaigning for Kamala Harris, and this comes a day after NBC News reported that Joe Biden has no event scheduled with Kamala Harris for the duration of the campaign cycle. The mainstream media is actually starting to run articles that say, what if Joe Biden was the better candidate all along? I was on Fox News Saturday night and we discussed this. Here's what I had to say.
I think Joe is like, look, you and Pelosi shanked me, led a coup against me for this drunk wine mom, Kamala, who's even worse than I was. You should have just kept me in. Yeah. I think Biden's been trying to undermine Kamala Harris. Yeah. I mean, going out and holding his first press briefing in, 1,300 days? Yeah. I think Biden would feel a little bit vindicated if Kamala lost.
He
would
right?
like it just a little bit.
100%.
Yeah. Since Joe Biden's not on the campaign trail, Kamala Harris has really taken the mantle of calling Donald Trump a threat to democracy. He's a dictator. He's going to ruin the country. Meanwhile, the guys at McDonald's like, do y'all want to supersize that in the drive-thru window? And Kamala Harris, all of her surrogates, the mainstream media, the Democratic elite, they're going out on TV right now saying, Donald Trump, it was staged. It was all staged, being at McDonald's. Duh, it was staged. No one thought the man just strolled into a random McDonald's, put on an apron, and started serving up chicken McNuggets and fries. Of course they shut down the McDonald's. Donald Trump has had multiple assassination attempts. The Secret Service, they do a sweep before he ever enters a room or before anyone interacts with him closely. So no one thought he just showed up at a McDonald's. That would have been crazy. And if we're going to talk about staged and political theater, let's look at this headline from August. I'm sure many of you remember this. Diners tear into Kamala Harris campaign for kicking them out of Pittsburgh restaurant to bus in their own crowd for a campaign stunt. Now, bringing it back full circle, because y'all know that's what I like to do, Kamala Harris being on the campaign trail with Liz Cheney, that is a political stunt in and of itself. These two women, they're diametrically opposed. They do not like each other. They've said nasty things about each other, but they have the same donors and special interests. They're part of the same permanent Washington class, so they're out there on the campaign trail together. All right, my friends, we've got about 2 weeks left to go. Joe Biden, he still hasn't talked to Nancy Pelosi. He's not campaigning with Kamala Harris. Who knows what's going to happen, but thanks for liking and following. Drop a comment. Tell me what you think about Kamala, Liz Cheney, Joe Biden, everything going on. I will see you on the next one. Bye.